Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Wrestling Winedown. If you haven't already, please feel free to like and subscribe because we have a lot of content coming, and I am so excited for the new year and so excited to share what I'm looking forward to in professional wrestling and maybe just a small little wish list of what I hope happens in professional wrestling. The first thing that I am so excited about is Wrestlemania being here in Las Vegas in April. I've been to a couple Wrestlemanias now. Love the atmosphere, love the feel of it, but to know that I can climb in my bed when WrestleMania is done for the night is something that I cannot explain. But I am so eager to be able to provide you guys with tips and tricks along the way from a local of places you need to go, places you need to avoid, places you should not be staying at, places you should be staying at. So stay tuned. I will definitely have that content coming for you guys. I'm so excited to be able to share some of the local places, some of the mom and pops places that you guys can explore for yourselves when you're out here for WrestleMania. So make sure you like and subscribe because that is how you're going to get the info. Another thing in wrestling that I'm looking forward to in 2025 is seeing Ricky Starks wrestle again. As many of you all know, Ricky Starks is signed to AEW, but he has not appeared for the company in about a year now. But Ricky is healthy, he's ready to go, and he is set to be back on the independent circuit shortly with a date in Chicago as well as a couple others. As many of you guys know, I'm a Ricky Starks fan. I think Ricky Starks is such a charismatic wrestler. He's great on the mic. He's great in the ring. He is just the whole package. And I think the fact that AEW has not utilized him is, something that I haven't really enjoyed in wrestling, to be honest with you, because I think he is just so talented. And, but I'm glad that, now the independent circuit is going to appreciate the talent of Ricky Starks and that, the people that want to travel will go see him. The people that want to watch will watch online. I think it will really showcase like what AEW has been missing by not having Ricky Starks on television. So that is something that I'm looking forward to. And you know what? At the end of the day, all we really want with wrestling is these wrestlers to be happy and to be in a space where they can do what they love. And I'm glad that Ricky is able to do that outside of AEW since he's not able to do that there right now. So looking forward to seeing what he does on the independent circuit. I know he has a title match coming up and all of that. So fingers crossed, wishing Ricky the best, sending all the bad bitch juju over to him because you know what? Honestly, he doesn't need it, but I'm going to send it anyway. Let's talk about the actual mission of 2025, which is Willow Nightingale domination. Willow Nightingale is another one of my favorites. Absolutely have loved seeing her in the ring. And in multiple capacities. She's been in AEW. She's been in New Japan. She has been all over the world, and she's been able to be a positive spokesperson, a positive representation for AEW. And being able to see a Black woman be a representative for a company, being able to be a face for a company, and I feel this way about Bianca Belair as well. It is just so incredible. I know fans that have been watching for the same amount of time as me, maybe even longer, will remember a time where there were not a lot of Black women. And I talk about it a lot, and people probably get tired of me talking about it, but it is a part of my wrestling history, is that I did not see a lot of women who looked like me growing up. And now we have it to where Bianca Belair is one of the faces of WWE. You can't find a wrestling pay-per-view poster without her on it. And it is so incredible to see, even with Willow Nightingale and AEW as well. She's been able to be pushed to the forefront. We've seen her as champion. We've seen her as New Japan Strong champion. She has been able to bring so many eyes to the company, and her positivity and the way that she carries herself is honestly one of the reasons why I just gravitate towards her. Love her gear, love her hair, love everything about Willow. So this is why I've written a book. Just kidding, these are trading cards. But if I could write a book as to why we should be supporting Willow Nightingale domination in professional wrestling, I would. I am so excited to see what she does next. I hope, and pray it is an AEW Women's World Title reign for her. I think she has shown time and time again why she is so capable to be champion, how she will be a fighting champion. Willow, bring it on for us, girl. But honestly, as a whole, I'm really looking forward to seeing what women's wrestling continues to move towards in the future. I think we've seen so many incredible additions in terms of seeing Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson wrestle on SmackDown. I think there is a really high probability of them being brought up to the main roster, which I think is incredible. Lash Legend is a star. Jakara Jackson is a star. I think both of these women as singles competitors, but as well as tag team competitors. I really think that they can elevate the tag team division to where it probably should have been years ago. I know Jade Cargill is in the mix. She's been injured recently, but having Jade come over to WWE, I know there's been a lot of naysayers talking about all different types of things in a negative fashion when it comes to her, but I love seeing Jade Cargill. I think that she shows that you can be strong, you can be athletic, and you can still be beautiful. And I think there's so many stereotypes, especially in terms of, muscular women. I know a lot of us have heard those terms before, and I think that is not the case. And we've seen individuals such as Rhea Ripley. We've seen Raquel Rodriguez. We've seen women who aren't typically the past WWE mold of what a diva is. And we've moved past the term of diva and we just call them wrestlers now. We just call them superstars. But, there was that type of mold that a lot of us were used to when we were watching wrestling years ago. And to see all of these women come from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different races, different walks of life, it has been so exciting to see. And Jade falls perfectly into that. And I think, her athletic background, the fact that she has been in another company before, and she just wants to elevate herself. And she said it numerous times. I want to be a positive role model for my daughter. And I think that's so touching because all of us were young at one point, right? All of us were young, watched wrestling, and we wanted someone to look up to. So the fact that she is doing it for her daughter is one thing, but at the end of the day, she's also inspiring young women, especially young Black women, who may be interested in professional wrestling, but might be nervous about it. You know what I mean? Especially in a male-dominated field such as wrestling, it could be intimidating at times. But seeing women like Jade Cargill, like Bianca Belair, like Io Shirai or Asuka or Bayley, I could go down the list. These women have been such incredible role models to young women, to even women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, however old. They have been positive role models to show that you can come from any walk of life. You could be any ethnicity. If you put your heart to it, if you work hard, you will reap the benefits. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing where the women's division goes. Another thing that I'm really looking forward to in 2025 is seeing the new faces that are joining the wrestling community. I think that with WWE Raw going to Netflix, there is so much opportunity for new fans, right? I think about when Total Divas started. And I've met people recently who are like, if I didn't watch Total Divas, I would not be a professional wrestling fan. And we're kind of missing that, We haven't had Ms. and Mrs. We haven't had a wrestling reality show in a hot minute. And the fact that WWE is on Netflix, where y'all know I like some reality TV shows, Ultimatum, Love is Blind everywhere, okay? But to have WWE on Netflix where there are so many other viewers, it's worldwide, people are watching more Netflix than they're watching cable, it is bound that there will be more people who find professional wrestling, whether that's people finding it for the first time, whether that's people rediscovering after not watching it for years or since they were a kid. I think WWE moving to Netflix has so much potential to bring in new people. But at the same time, it also has the impact to make people fall in love with wrestling again. I think, me included, a lot of people sometimes burn out. You love something, but there comes a point where you might get a little bit bored with it, or you might not be intrigued by the product, or you might want to go back and watch older stuff because you're not just in tune with what's going on. And that's fine. But I feel like with WWE moving to Netflix, it's a time where you can fall back in love. You might find somebody that you enjoy watching, or you might find a match type that you enjoy, or you might find a storyline that you really enjoy. I feel like the opportunities are endless, and we're bringing wrestling to more eyes. And I say it all the time, but I look forward to seeing more women join our community. I think it is so exciting to see women from different walks of life, just like the roster. It's exciting to see women from different walks of life find something that we all have a common love for, and that is professional wrestling. And, seeing women start doing content creation, talking about what they enjoy in wrestling, making friendships, going to shows together. All of that stuff, I love girlhood. Like, this is pure girlhood, but in sports. And I think that that's something that we show close to our heart. We might think, oh, it's just a TV show that we watch every week, but truly it builds a community. And I've seen so many people find, their best friends. I've seen people find their significant others in this community. And it's just so beautiful to be able to know that at the core of everything, Professional wrestling is where it started. And I look forward to seeing those relationships continue to be cultivated as wrestling becomes even larger than what it is now. So there's a lot to look forward to, not only in 2025, but in the future. And I am so excited to see where Wrestling Winedown falls into this. I'm so grateful and thankful for the amount of support that I receive when I put out an episode of the podcast, when I post a TikTok, or when I drop merch. It is always so nice, and it really warms my heart to get feedback from you all, to know that you guys are listening, that you guys are shopping, that you guys enjoy what we put out. It truly means so much. Again, I thank you all so much, and I'm so eager and excited to see what 2025 brings. I'm so excited to be able to have Las Vegas right in my backyard and to be able to just continue to enjoy wrestling. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you are looking forward to in 2025.